Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel SSB EDUTECH. So in today's video, I'll be showing you my Navy joining letter which I have received. I will show you the exact joining letter, what a joining letter looks like exactly. And most probably the joining letter for Indian Army, Navy and Air Force almost looks similar. And please keep in mind that the joining letter and joining instructions both are different. And the joining instruction I'll be explaining to you in my next video. This is joining letter which consists of 2 pages, and please also keep in mind that the joining letter only comes to you once you are recommended in SSB, once you are declared medically fit, once you are merit in, then only the joining letter arrives. Okay, then only you receive the joining letter, whether it is for Air Force, Army, and Navy. Okay, guys, so let's quickly see that what a joining letter consists of. So in the first page, you will see a Navy logo. You will see sea, ships, submarine, aircraft. For Army, the picture will be different. For Air Force, the picture will be different. And in the top right side, you can see the address from where the joining letter has been arrived, from where it is issued. You can see that Directorate of Manpower Planning and Recruitment, which is also known as DMPR. Then it is written as Integrated Headquarter of Ministry of Defense. For Navy, room number 204, C Wing, Sena Bhavan, New Delhi 110011. Then there is telephone number and then there is fax number. Okay, so this is the address from where the joining letter has been coming to me. Then in the top left side, there will be a number which is very confidential and is treated as a very confidential number. Okay, and in the top right side, there will be a date mentioned. Which is like on which date the joining letter has been issued to you. For security reasons, I have written all the confidential information. And please also keep in mind that this joining letter is not recent. I have received this 3 years before, but I am sharing this with you all to have a very a strong feeling that all the defense aspirants should feel very motivated that you should also receive this kind of joining letter, whether it is for Navy, Army, and Air Force. Okay, guys. And the next point is that in the top left side, you will also have your address. The address which is updated in the portal, Navy portal, that address will be written here. This will be your address. Then it is short service commission in the Indian Navy. As you all know that for girls it is short service commission, and for boys it is permanent commission. Like if you are going for permanent commission, it will be written here as permanent commission in the Indian Navy, followed by your branch. This will be written as your branch, in which branch you are selected. The first point is the chief of the naval staff is pleased to select you as sub lieutenant in the this branch dash branch of the Indian Navy and appoint you as an additional in Indian naval ship submarine for training in the Indian Naval Academy INA Ezhimala, Kerala. So the first point is basically a congratulatory message that the chief of the naval staff, the CNS, is selecting you as a sub lieutenant in this branch, and in which academy? Indian Naval Academy, Ezhimala, Kerala. Okay. The second point is very important point. Your appointment is provisional subject to meeting the following conditions. So the first point is provisional certificate as proof of passing qualifying degree examination to be forwarded to DMPR latest by this date. So a date will be written here. Before that date, you have to send your proof of passing degree to DMPR. Okay. After this date, your candidature will be cancelled. So make sure that you forward all your documents, proof of passing before this date. The second point is being declared medically fit in the medical examination at INA on reporting. So as you all know that once you arrive at the academy, there is a medical test on the very first day, and in the medical test you have to be medically fit. Then only you will be admitted in the Indian Naval Academy or in the Air Force Academy or in OTA or in IMA. Okay, for all the academies, for all the trial service, there is a medical examination conducted on the very first day of training academy. Okay. The next point is satisfactory performance during training at INA Ezhimala, Kerala, followed by professional trainer training in other naval training establishment or ships. So as you all know that in training academy there are multiple tests. So in all the tests you have to be, you have to perform satisfactory to clear that test. The second point is date of reporting. You are to report to the Commandant of Indian Naval Academy, Ezhimala, Kerala on this date for training. A date will be provided to you for training, and on that date you have to report to the Commandant of the Academy, whether it is for INA, IMA, AFA, OTA, etc. The next point is probation period. You will be subject to an initial probation period which will commence from the date of grant of rank of sub-lieutenant and will terminate after 2 years or on completion of initial training, whichever is later. Okay. So in all the trial service, there is a probation period of 2 years. Okay. The next point is grant of commission. He will be granted short service commission, as I earlier mentioned that for girl it is short service commission and for boys it is permanent commission on confirmation in the rank of sub lieutenant, which will affect from the date of reporting for training or date of commencement, which commencement of training, whichever is later. Okay. You will be allotted a personal number shortly after you report for training. This number is used in all official correspondence and claims. So as you all know that in SSB you are allotted a chest number, and in the during your SSB stay you are called from your chest numbers only. So during your training, during your service, there is a number provided to you which is also known as service number. So you will be called from that number only. You will not be addressed from your name. You will be addressed only with that number. The next point is you are required to submit the following documents to the commandant IN Ezhimala at the time of reporting, failing which you will not be accepted for training and will be sent back without any benefits. Okay. So guys, make sure that you send all the documents. So the document, all the listed documents are in para 16 of joining instruction, which I'll be explaining to you in the next video. Okay. Then comes our second page. In the second page, the next point is original degree certificate. In the event of your inability to submit the original degree certificate, you are to execute an agreement as per specimen placed at Appendix G of joining instruction on a non-judicial stamp paper of a value as applicable to the state of your residence. You are subsequently to forward the original degree to Integrated Headquarter MOD Navy DMPR room number this New Delhi by this date. There will be a date mentioned. Before that date, you have to, provide all your original degree certificate. And like if you are a final year candidate, make sure that you fill Appendix G of joining instruction. Okay. So the next point is proof of passing, mark sheet of qualifying degree examination and provisional certificate duly attested by institution. So before this date, you have to provide all your passing degrees, all your required documents. Okay. So the next point is acknowledgement. You are to immediately acknowledge the receipt of this letter and communicate your acceptance of the appointment to the Commandant Indian Naval Academy, Ezhimala, as per specimen of joining instruction by fax, followed by ink signed copy by post, and a copy to IHQ Integrated Headquarter MOD Navy DMPR on email this officer@navy.gov.in. You are required to acknowledge the joining at INA latest by this date, failing which it will be assumed that you are not interested in joining in Indian Navy. Further, your appointment will be cancelled and the next candidate in order of merit will be appointed against your candidature. So this is very important point. Once you receive your joining letter, you have to acknowledge that joining letter. There are many candidates who are trial service recommended, who are recommended for two services, for example, Army and Air Force. And if they receive a joining letter of Army and they are interested in joining Air Force, you have to acknowledge Army that I am not going to join Army, I am waiting for my Air Force joining letter. So same way you have to acknowledge the Indian Navy also, that if you are going to join Indian Navy or not. Okay. So that the next candidate after you will be provided the joining letter. So this is very important point. You have to acknowledge this joining letter by telling them that you are going to join it or not, whether you are tri service recommend or whether you have a joining letter of any other service or any other force. So this you have to keep in mind. The next point is joining instruction. NOC joining instruction is to be downloaded from the Indian Naval Academy website www.ina.gov.in for information and guidance. So the joining instruction PDF is open for everyone. So for any candidate who wants to see the joining instruction can download it and can read it. So it is open for everyone, but I'll be explaining to you in my next video very briefly. So the next point is police verification report, character and antecedent certificate. Your appointment is provisional subject to receipt of satisfactory police verification report, character and antecedents, certificate approval of medicals by competent authority and satisfactory performance during training at the Naval Academy, Ezhimala, Kerala, followed by professional training in other naval training establishments. So guys, you have to make a police verification report, character report, antecedent certificate before arriving at the academy. Okay, so the last point is warning against impersonation. Candidates' identity will be verified using technological means and biometrics. If impersonation is detected, concerned candidates will be disqualified at any stage of selection, training, or service and debarred from further selection opportunities. Also, candidates involved will be prosecuted under IPC section 420, 467, 468, and 471. Okay, so you don't have to do any cheating with the Indian Navy or Army or Air Force. So these are all the 10 points which is mentioned in the joining letter, and it is almost similar for Army and Air Force as well. Then there will be signature of the commander, SK Arora, commander, MPR for the chief of naval staff. Okay, so this letter is copied to the commandant of Indian Naval Academy, Ezhimala, then the logistic officer, then the controller of defense accounts. This you can see only the CC officers. It is basically copied to all the officers, all the units of Indian Navy in the BCC. And then it is written as medical board proceedings and identification pro forma of the candidates are enclosed. Candidates be admitted only after verification of original proof of passing the respective degree examination with at least 60 percentage aggregate. Okay, so this is all about the joining letter of Indian Navy, which I have received 3 years back. So I am sharing this with you all so that you all should feel motivated that one day you will also receive this kind of joining letter and you will join the Indian Navy Ezhimala Kerala and you will become an officer in Indian Navy or Army or Air Force. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also join my Telegram channel as well, where whenever I am free I am conducting free SSB sessions free of cost. And if you have any doubt related to this joining letter thing, please free to comment down. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you and all the very best for your upcoming exams.